I was talking to one of my friends after scripting this video because I was afraid that I was coming off a little bit too harsh, and he quickly reminded me that I am making pastries in my kitchen, and that's really not that serious. If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing it was for one of two reasons. Reason number one, you're just obsessed with me. Like, you love my content, you love everything I'm doing, you've been following me for years, you're a new follower, and you just can't get enough of me. And if that is true, thank you so much. You can subscribe to make sure you stay updated, like the video, follow me, TikTok, Instagram, both the Sirglenneth, TikTok, get your bartending, Instagram, get your lifestyle. Exactly. Very good, very good. The second and less entertaining reason is that you have heard about this Kellogg's boycott that we're trying to start on April 1st. Just so everyone's on the same page, recently Kellogg's came out with this commercial where they were advocating that people could just have cereal for dinner.
Say cereal, you say dinner. Cereal.
Dinner!
Cereal.
Dinner!
Chicken!
You can have the night off, chicken.
Ah, okay, I'll go marinate.
Cereal.
Dinner!
Cereal.
Which obviously came across the wrong way, because not only did they say that as kind of like almost a joke about the fact that people are struggling to afford to feed their families, but while doing that, they also have raised their prices 28% this year alone, which is crazy because eating cereal for dinner was a vital part of my college, high school, and middle school experience. So today, in this very kitchen, we're going to be making 3 Kellogg's favorites so that you don't have to support them. Remember, people, we vote with our dollar. And honestly, after you subscribe and like this video, I think we're ready to jump in. So let's start with the obvious one. We have Eggo Waffles. You're going to need half a cup of butter, 1 3/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then add in 2 eggs. Once all the wet ingredients are together, you're going to give it a good stir and then set it off to the side. In a separate bowl, we'll combine the dry ingredients. 2 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then 4 teaspoons of baking powder. After it's thoroughly mixed, we'll add all our ingredients together. Once there's no more visible powder, we're going to grab our trusty mini waffle maker and get to work. Use about 1/4 cup of batter for each waffle. It should make some type of noise when it's done. Could be a click, could be a beep, depends. Carefully pull out the waffle and add it to the plate. I'm in a really good mood today, so I'm adding fresh strawberries on top of my waffles and then covering it all with maple syrup. That's perfect. Okay, let's try it. These are unreal. I'd eat these every single day if I could. They're light, they're fluffy. I love the strawberries and the maple syrup, like perfect. But yeah, 1,000,000% better than Eggo's. I never liked them really to begin with. Not only did they taste better, but they were cheaper and healthier too. I didn't really think of this one until I was looking specifically for Kellogg's products, but let's make Pop-Tarts. Obviously, we have to make our crust from scratch, so 2.5 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 cup of butter, and 1/4 cup of cold water. Then we're going to take the dough out and mush it together before wrapping in saran wrap and letting it sit in the fridge for 2 hours. Let's make our fillings. 1/4 cup of brown sugar, tablespoon of flour and cinnamon, dash of salt. Stir and set aside while we blend up 4 ounces of strawberries, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and a tablespoon of honey. Pour this into a pan and turn up the heat, which reminds me, preheat to 375. I'm reducing my strawberry filling until it takes a little bit of time from when I push it forward for it to form back. Perfect. Let's grab our dough and start shaping it. So I cut it in half, sprinkled the cutting board and dough with flour before rolling it out with a glass jar because I did not have a rolling pin. Cut and save the edges so we have a nice rectangle shape, and we're going to cut those into actual Pop-Tart size. Don't forget to poke in a few breathing holes. Now it's time to add the filling. Cinnamon brown sugar for half the Pop-Tarts, strawberry for the other. Beat 1 egg and use it as a paste to coat the edges. Then we'll take the dough that we poked holes in, lay it on top, and use a fork to seal the perimeter. Place them on a baking sheet with parchment paper and then put them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. When they come out, the edges should be golden brown. I copped out the end and just used store-bought frosting that I've been meaning to get rid of. No sprinkles for the strawberry one, but the brown sugar one got extra cinnamon on top. If we could ignore everything about this except for these delicious Pop-Tarts, I would greatly appreciate that. Starting with the cinnamon brown sugar. Okay, let's try the strawberry. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. The cinnamon brown sugar tastes about the same as a store-bought. The strawberry blows it out of the water, like it's insane. The cinnamon brown sugar I'd make for myself again. The strawberry ones, oh, I'm showing off with that one. I'm bringing that to the function. Obviously, I could adjust the recipe a little bit and get it perfect, but for a first attempt, in this kitchen, go. And since the original commercial was about cereal for dinner anyways, let's do Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I don't really recommend this. I think the main thing is just the texture. It's too thick. It's almost a bit chewy. It doesn't really have a snap or a crack or that crunch that Frosted Flakes has.
Oh, I already knew that we were going to run into a problem with the cereal because of a video I made a couple of weeks ago about Nara Smith and her making everything from scratch. Go watch that video if you want, by the way. It's amazing. But in that video, she and then I made homemade cereal. And the crunch consistency isn't right with just baking it. It either comes out burnt or super chewy. I think, I'm not a scientist, but I think it's because of the enzymes that are used in like the mixing process for when they're creating the batter that they're going to bake. It helps add the crunch to it. And without access to those enzymes, and without knowing, I guess, the right ratios as well, because that's probably a trade secret. It's really hard to recreate it. But thankfully for us, cornflakes are super popular. You can buy them from any store and not support Kellogg's. These I bought from Ralph's. It's the Kroger's brand, so no relation between the two. If you really need to be frosted flakes, throw a little bit of sugar in your milk. I used to do that all the time as a kid. It would piss my mom off so bad. Now, obvious criticism since I brought up the off-brand cornflakes. Couldn't you have just bought off-brand Pop Tarts and off-brand waffles? Yeah, but then I wouldn't have made a video about it. So I don't know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? Be appreciative for what you have. And since you're practicing gratitude, like this video, subscribe for future videos, and comment down below. Which of these do you think would turn out the best? I know that obviously you could just say cornflakes, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Comment down below anyways. Quick reminder that you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I'm Sirglenneth both places. TikTok is more bartending and drinks creation. Instagram is more my lifestyle and just the craziness that goes on. Both are amazing places to be. But yeah, I think that's all I need, guys. So let's have some fun and smile because TikTok might not be a thing anymore by the time I publish this video. Like, the ban might have been officially signed. So, yikes.